Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Good morning, friends, and happy Thursday. I'm getting ready to leave to go to the shop. I'm going to, I only have, I think, one eBay order overnight, so that's not going to take very long to ship. But I'm also going to do my what sold on eBay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick 10 items for Sunday sale, and then whatever else comes along. I don't even have to go to the post office this morning. It's kind of a weird day, but I thought I would start the vlog at home just simply because I could say hello to Miss Maybell. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hello. Say, I don't want my mom to leave. I kind of would like for her to stay with me all day, but she's got stuff to do. So I'll just sit in my chair, look out the window, and wait for mom to come home. Say hello, everybody. Hey, say hi. Oh, and we mustn't leave out Mr. Fluffer Pants. Hey, hi, Fluffy. Say hi to everybody. Oh, okay. Say hello. Oh, no. Maybell's going to ruin it. Say hello to everybody, Mr. Fluffer Pants. Huh? He's not real social. But there's my fuzzy wuzzy kitty cat. And that is my best friend. We recently just got a shark, and I don't know where it's been my entire life, but it's the best thing ever. I highly recommend it if you are busy and you want your floors to be clean, yet you don't really have a whole lot of time to do it. It's the best. Oh, I also wanted to show the way I displayed some of my lucite candles. This guy, he comes to life at night like Lumiere does. I need to get these in here a little bit better, but I like these candelabras, and I try to find them to put the lucite in. But these are some of my candles. I'm trying to do some Valentine's Day. Yes, Maybell, we know. But, we've got different colors, and I love all of the different colors. But this is my little wobbly, wonky little candle collection. It looks pretty sad when you come to think of it. But a lot of these are just like little one-offs that I found. But I like the colors. So once I can get more of the colors, I will sell the silver, because I like the colors. And these are mercury, so I really like those. So anyway, I don't know. I just thought I'd share. And also, this is the little Orphan Annie stove that I bought on one of my trips to Westbury Antique Mall. I decided to keep it. I knew when I was buying it that I was going to keep it, but it's just a cute little way that I can display some things. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show you what I did with it, but I need to get a little bit of greenery for this little Hershey syrup can. But Valentine's Day is on Monday, so that doesn't give me a whole lot of time. And then we've got my squeaks. And this is the background. You see this a lot when I go live on Monday nights. This is where I sit in front of this shelf. But I mainly just wanted to show the little stove that I decided to keep. You could also put one of these down, and then you could put, actually I might leave it like that if it'll stay. There we go. Okay. I like it. All right, before we get into the what sold on eBay, I thought maybe we would go through a listing together. I'm a little nervous about this because I'm not sure how well it's going to translate, because sometimes I just will do things out of just by used to doing them. So I'm going to try to walk through it, but we're going to try to list this little Continental vintage lighter. It's double-sided. It's got this little castle on it. It's marked Continental there on the bottom. So I will kind of show you the process of what I do. And again, this is what I do. It doesn't mean that it's like the way to do it. There are so many other eBay sellers that, I just do this part-time. I just do it the best way that I know how. But I thought maybe we would just kind of go through, and I already have the pictures uploaded, and we will just go through this one listing together. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is go up into the search, and we're going to type in Continental lighter castle. Let's see if anything pops up for that.
Okay, so the first thing that pops up are the things that are actively listed. So there are 9 actively listed Continental lighters. You can see here we have a one that does not light. The one that we have will light. It just doesn't have any butane or any lighter fluid in it. But the flint is still there, and the mechanism still works fine. They're just wanting $4 and $4.60 shipping. Here we have one that is in mint condition in the box with free shipping for $12. And then we've got one that is a very minimal listing there for $15 plus $5 shipping, $20 with $5 shipping. And then another one that is, looks like it's in, well, that one's a different, that one's the lid flops off. So we've got some differences on there. So we're kind of seeing what things are listed for, which you should do to see how many are listed. If there's like thousands of them listed, I may not even bother with it. And then one thing I want to do after I've looked at these is I want to go over here and click on the sold. So I want to see what things sold for. So two of these have sold. One sold January 7th, 2022. One sold December 10th. So this one sold for $8.95 as an auction. Also, this one sold for $7.99 as an auction. I am not going to list mine as an auction. I'm going to list it as a straight price, and I'm getting an idea of what some of the other things were listed for and the condition that mine is in. Gives me an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one of these and just do sell one like this. And it'll bring up another screen. It will tell you over here, it'll keep the listing the same, the title the same. Let's see, it's CMC Continental Cassette or Castle Cigarette Lighter, collectible, rare, vintage, antique. Well, it's not an antique. So we're going to take out the antique. And you know what I usually do is I'll just cut, and I'm going to go down here. I'm going to scroll down to the description, and I'll paste it in here just so I can kind of see these words. And then I don't like to use all capitals in mine. I just don't. I don't know if you shouldn't or you should. I'm just picky and I don't. So we're going to start with vintage C. Well, I will put CMC because I think that is supposed to be in capitals. Continental. Did I spell that right? Always make sure that you spelled it right. Yes. Castle. Ret. Lighter. Put in some of these. I'm not going to put it in rare, and I'll put in Japan. I'll put in refillable because it is refillable. Then I'm going to take that off. So I've made it, and I just went ahead and added my title what I like it. Then I'll copy that all the way up here, and I will use that as my title. And I'll still go ahead and keep that in my description. I'll get back to the description here in a minute. The category is fine. The condition is used. Now, when you cannot fill out this little blurb if you're listing on your phone. I don't do any listings on my phone. I do everything on my laptop. So I am going to put in Flint works, just needs filled. Great vintage condition. This is kind of ironic, but it's smoke-free home, next day shipping. I do provide next day shipping. So I'm going to add that little blurb in there, and then I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back down here again, and I'm going to paste that in here. I usually add those down here a little bit. And there's my description. And you don't have to, you need to put if there's any issues with the lighter, which there is not, you'll want to put that in there. You know what? I am going to put over here, minor pitting in the middle. See all photos. All right, it is a torch lighter. And then, oh gosh, these recommended descriptions and all that are something else. But then I'm going to go into photos. I'm going to add my photos in here. Let's see, they are in this file. And these are the photos that I have saved of items that I need to list still that I have photographs of. I think it's down here. Yep, it's right here. So I'm just going to move these over, hit open, and they'll be loaded into this little photo bank here. And then I'll go in and I'll just look at the photos a little bit and see if I need to brighten them. And you can do this automatic brightener. I don't really like it for the most part. It just makes it look a little harsh. So I usually, whoops, let's get back over here. I will usually go onto this little, looks like a little sun, and see, just play with it, maybe brighten up the background a little bit. Just a little bit. Check all of them. I think the pictures look pretty good. You can see the pitting up there. So that's good to be on there. So all of these are good. One thing that I might do here down in the description is put a measurement. That sometimes will help too. But here we go with our recommended. The brand is Continental. The color is, I usually will put multicolor if that's a choice in here. Well, we're going to put silver, tan, black. That doesn't apply. It is manufactured. Now these are additional. You don't have to fill these out. I fill out as many as I can. It has not been modified. Type, cigarette lighter, torch lighter. Okay. You know what? That might be a good thing to put up here if we've got room. Oh, that one's, did that wrong. Torch. Oh, see, we don't have enough room. But we can do that. There we go. So if we've abbreviated vintage, we want it to be a torch lighter, and I'm gonna fix that when I get down here. So if we filled out all this information, I'm just gonna switch this real quick and put it to what I changed it to. And then now we're gonna decide on the price. So it's gonna be a fixed price. I don't do anything auction. I very rarely will do anything auction. Um, so it'll be a fixed price. I'm gonna start my listings when I submit them. I'm gonna just start it at $12. And I always do because I looked at what the comps were, and I'm fine with selling it for that. And let's see, I always have buyers do best offer, and you can mess with this where you can automatically accept or decline offers lower than I usually don't mess with that either, because I see it as still, when I'm accepting these offers, that's still making activity in my store, and it still helps for other things. And then we're going to go down to shipping. Calculated, I use everything calculated. First class, 1 business day. Now I can decide, and I probably am, I'm going to do free shipping. This will cost about $3 or so to ship, and I maybe have $1 in the slider. And now I get a lot of questions too about, and I have a no return policy. That I have that as my default setting. You can set some things for your default, and that's the way I have it set as a default setting. And then package weight and dimensions. I get questions a lot. Well, how do you know? Well, Misty, I don't know how much it's going to weigh. Once you're doing this for a while, you get to have an idea. It's going to go in I'll put it in a small padded mailer, and then I will stick that in a poly bag. And I know it's going to be um, 10 by 10 by 2. Actually, it's going to be smaller than that. 8 by 8 by 2. And the custom weight, it's going to weigh about 3 ounces when it's all said and done. So you just do a guesstimate. Now, if I was just starting, I probably would just go ahead. I'd get my scale out. I'd get the packing material that I'm going to use, and I would try to get it as much as possible. The thing of it is, you're shipping it free. So it doesn't matter necessarily, because you're going to be paying for the shipping anyway. So just keep that in mind. I tend to ship, one thing that I've been doing in my stores, I've been doing a lot of my first class items I have been shipping for free, but you have to add that into your cost. So I'm not gonna, I might have listed this for $10 with buyer paying shipping, but I'm doing it $12 with free shipping. It's gonna be about $3, about $3.50 or so to ship. Um, I do promote all of my listings at a 2%. So when this listing is over, it's going to cost me 24 cents. So you still have to make sure that you're adding that in to all the other variables to make sure that you are still getting a profit. And I have zero fees because I do have a store. Now this will not be taken out until the item sells. Because I'm stayed under my listings, and then I'll just hit list item, and now it's listed. Well, it will be, assuming that there's no problems. That's what this kind of takes. It kind of like it's scanning through to make sure and I did it. If I had another one, say I had another lighter, which I do, I'm not going to do it today. I will go into create a similar, and I'll just take out the things that don't apply and add in the things that do. All right, and again, I want to stress that that's just the way that I do it. I know that there's probably a way more intense way to do it and maybe a more effective way of doing it, but I get a lot of people asking me, how do you do it? So I thought I would just try it this once and see. So I hope that it was helpful in some way, and I hope that, I don't know. It always makes me nervous to do any kind of like instructional thing because I know that everybody does it a different way. So I guess my point is that me showing you that is just a way that I happen to do it, and that's what works for me. And people may do it a different way, and that's what works for them. So anyway, all right. So now let's get into what sold for me this week on eBay. All right, here we go. The first item I sold this week, well, I don't know if this is the first item that I sold, but one of the items that I sold this week is this Jiffy Stitchery needle art on canvas. That's what it's called, needle art on canvas. I love picking up and finding these crewel or needle point kits that have not ever been opened. They do sell pretty readily for me, so it's something. It's like a bread and butter item, I guess you could say. It sold for $16. I did do free shipping. It shipped first class, and I typically can find these for under $2 or so when I'm out and about looking for them. The next item is something that, gosh, I was probably in just a box full of other things that we've just decided to piece out and try to list on eBay. And it is this KinSmart 1956 Thunderbird. It's a 1/64 scale die-cast keychain novelty classic car. It was not, I mean, it was in really good condition. And there's the underneath, you can have, it has all of that wonderful information, the KinSmart, what it was 1/64 scale. So it gave me a lot of information to use when I was making the listing. It sold for $14, the best offer. I had it listed originally for 16, took a best offer of 14. It did ship free. It was first class shipping. For me right now, the shipping the items that are first class free has been doing pretty well for me. But again, you have to make sure that you are adding those shipping fees into your price there. Still selling Christmas ornaments. Again, I have zero money into these. This one is the Hallmark keepsake ornament from 2005. It's a little new home with this door here. It has the original box, and it sold for $10. I did do free shipping. It shipped first class. These, oh gosh, these were great. These were I had bought a suitcase, and it was filled with these doll clothes. And they are Chatty Cathy. Chatty Cathy by Mattel. This is from a 1962. This is the party coat, and it has a little headband there. This is outfit number 969, red coat and headband, sold for $50. $50. Now, this was free shipping, and it went overseas. I think went to Germany. So yeah, that was a good deal there. These vintage clothes and vintage toys is something that I love to look for and love to find, and you could do pretty good. Pretty good. All right, these are I sold these Funk's Motor Speedway tickets. I have two of them. There's a red one and a green one. And I sold them both to the same customer. I had several more and they asked me about the other ones that I had. And so I sold them the rest and I just added it into the invoice that I sent them. And you can go into eBay and you can send an invoice and you can make adjustments to that as well. And so I did make sure that I put in the description of that invoice that that I was charging them for these other tickets. So they ended up being like $42 shipped for I think it was six of these tickets. They are Funk's Motor Speedway tickets in Winchester, Indiana. They were unused. You can see they were never torn off. Gave them a bundle deal and sold them the red and there's the red one for like I think it was around $42 in for that lot. Next we have Vintage The Amazing Spider-Man 63-piece puzzle. Now this was not new. You can see we counted all the pieces. All the pieces are there from 1988. I think the date was somewhere on the box. Let's see if it says Rainbow Works. There's a model number that wasn't in the listing. That probably would have helped, but somewhere on it had the date. But sold it for $12. The buyer did pay shipping on this. It did not ship first class. Buyer paid $8.70 shipping and a fun little vintage puzzle. Boy, those Boy Scouts are. Oh, I guess Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man saved him with his web. That's what that is. They look scared. I would be too. That kid in the front looks really mad, kind of. But good for you, Spider-Man. You saved those Boy Scouts from falling down the river on the waterfall. Okay, the next thing is another vintage stitchery kit. This is made by Sunset Stitchery. It is Give Us This Day, Our Daily Bread. Another cruel kit sold for $14. It did ship free and the buyer got free shipping. Next we have a TI-84 Plus SE Silicone Skin Tech Headquarters Calculator Fitted Protector in pink. I've had this for a very long time. For a very long time. I had several of them, and this was the only one that I had left. It did not include the calculator. This was just the skin. So think of like a cell phone cover. That's what this was for the calculator. I got these, I think, for 99 cents each at Goodwill. I sold the other ones. This one was just hanging on for dear life, but it finally sold for $10 and the buyer paid $4.50 shipping. Oh, I got a new offer over there. That's good. All right. So now we have Honeywell. This sold really quickly. And this is something that I bought a long time ago. I had it sitting in a bin, just waiting to be listed. And we finally opened up that bin and we finally started listing the things. This is a Honeywell Pro 3000 non-programmable digital thermostat. There's all the model numbers and everything. This was an open box. So it was still inside the plastic. It still had all of the instructions. Um, but the box had been opened. I think I had it listed for 28, took a best offer of 25, and the buyer paid $8.76 shipping. I want to say I probably paid $3 or $4.99 for this in a thrift store up years ago. Years ago. So we're finally getting into these opportunity piles that have been laying around forever. But that sold really quickly. So things that sell pretty quickly like that, it stays in my little brain. And I'm like, well, okay, maybe look for some of these things again if I can see them. That's one of those things. Transformers. This is a vintage Transformers original G1 Trigger Con Windsweeper, 100% complete. And you can see I made the first picture. These other pictures are a little dark, but I did brighten up the first cover shot picture. And that's what he looks like when he's the Transformer. I don't know anything about these, although I do know that they are highly collectible. And I know that somewhere on them, I think there should be a date somewhere on them. I don't know if it was or not, but I will tend to pick these up. You have to be careful because some of them are not. They're more modern, and this is one of the vintage original ones. So it sold for $48. And we did provide free shipping. It shipped first class. This puzzle sold really quick too. I just bought this. I love to find sealed puzzles. And if you're looking at this puzzle, you're like, Misty, that looks like it's an old puzzle. It was. And it had never been opened. It has never been opened. And it was from 1975. That's the year I was born. It's as old as me. And no one ever put it together. It's still sealed. It was amazing. It sold for $25. I paid $1.99 for it, I believe, at Goodwill. And I sold it for $25 and the buyer paid $9.90 shipping. So that was an enthralling find for me. It doesn't take much to make me just mesmerized. And finding a sealed puzzle from 1975 just did it for me. So these are good. If you can find these sealed, or maybe you have them in your closet, and even if they're not old, sell them, put them on eBay. It's literally 4 pictures. It's so easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to ship. The thing of it is, though, too, you can see down there. See that little white box? That little white box right there says I didn't even put that in the description, but that's the model number. So you could put that and you could do a little search for that model number. All right, moving on. Next we have loot gaming. My son, this is one of his things that was in his pile to list and he never did. He had years to do it, never did. We gave him more opportunities. He didn't. So we listed them, and I mean, we paid for them to begin with. But anyway, this is loot gaming. It's like a subscription for gamers. This was one of the things that he got in his monthly box from 2018, the Medieval Crate Dark Souls 8-bit exclusive pin set. I have no idea what any of that means, but there they are. Brand new in the box. I think I had them listed for $16. Took a best offer of $14. The buyer paid $5.10 shipping. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that these sold. I'm so happy. I've had these for a very long time. There for a while, I was like, people were saying that wallpaper and wallpaper border would sell pretty well. And I got these for a pretty good price, probably 4 years ago. That's how long I've had them listed, of these fish. And I thought, well, I'm going to try them. It's Imperial. And I looked up comps before I bought them, and they seem to be selling pretty well. It has all the information right there that you could put in as your search, but they didn't sell I've had them for a long time. So they sold for $18 for all 4 rolls, and the buyer got free shipping. And I think that it was right under a pound. I think it was like 15 ounces close to. So I'm not in the wallpaper buying business because it didn't work out too well for me. So anyway, moving on. BJ. I've had him for a very long time too. I listen, this is not a big money maker, but this is one of those things that somebody sent me an offer and I was like, yes, I'm so sick of looking at you, BJ. You've not sold for me, BJ. You got to go to your new home. And he did. And he's very lightweight. He's like a tub toy. He is like has these foamy balls in them. He's like a tub toy. So he's very lightweight. He did ship first class, but I, I will not be buying you again, BJ, unless, there's better of you. But you're one of Barney's friends, but I'm happy that you're going to your new home, BJ. Okay, these were fun. Okay, so I went to a estate sale, and the person that had the estate sale, they were an employee of the 7-Up Corporation for years. They retired. They had all kinds of vintage 7-Up items. I actually still have some listed. This was a cool, groovy sticker. Look at that. That's so 1970s. It had never been used. It was a peel and stick sticker, never been used, and it sold for $20. I did do free shipping. It shipped first class, but that's just like so 1970s. I loved it. So that was a fun thing to find and a fun thing to sell. Oh, Mark's selling some more of his cars. These are not the ones that these are the ones that he is selling right now are not the ones that he's restored, but these are Hot Wheels Ultra Hots, a lot of 4. Blown Cameo Quick Trick Wind Splinter Redliner. I know Mark created this listing. I don't know anything about these, but they're kind of cool, right? Are these red lines? Yeah, red liner. Well, it says red liner. Anyway, they sold for $34.73. They did ship first class, and the buyer got free shipping. But I'm really loving that Mark is doing this because it's something that he's so interested in and he loves it. And we can go shopping and sourcing together, and he's looking through this stuff to try to find the certain Hot Wheels. He's been studying them and stuff. And these are really starting to become, well, they are. There are people who will pay hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for certain Hot Wheels. So we first got started by selling a lot of the ones that we had. Like, they were Mark's when he was younger, and he kept the ones that he wanted and he sold the other ones. And so that's what got that kind of train moving, but he's having fun with it and I love it. All right, that's a very glary picture there, but there he is. That is the Assassin's Creed Origins Bayek figure. Again, this is another Loot Crate um, edition. There he is out of the box. He's never been taken out of his box, but he sold for $11 with $5.80 shipping. More Cruel. That's Mrs. Claus. Look at her hair. I had this for a pretty long time too, but this is the Miss Kringle Stitchery Cruel kit. It has never been used. It was sealed. It has all those things that you need, and it sold for $15 with $5.80 shipping. There's another one. This one was a Christmas cross stitch. It did ship free. It was first class. Again, it had never been opened. It was all complete. I love, love, love selling these and finding them, and sold for $14 with free shipping. This was something that just intrigued me, and I bought it because I was intrigued by it. But it's a sled. It's a ride-a-bog, and it's from 19. Oh gosh, does it say on there? Come Play. It's vintage. It's probably from the 70s as well, but no one had ever used it. It's flexible. It's light. It's from Come Play in Worcester, Massachusetts. I just thought it was fun. It's one of those sleds, See, you can ride it and roll it up. Anyway, sold for $20 and the buyer paid shipping. It was just something fun to find. It was sealed and never been used. So I thought maybe it would bring somebody back to a happier time from the 70s when they would play with their sleds like that. Okay, moving on. Next, we got this creature. Oof, goodness gracious. This is another Halo Reach. We've done pretty well with these. This was the Covenant Skirmisher Murillo figure. I don't know. He's missing one arm shield and his weapon. So he should have had a shield on this other arm, but he didn't. And he's missing his weapon. So he's just kind of vulnerable out there. But he sold for $20 and the buyer paid shipping. Oh, this pig. I got this pig at Goodwill. I paid $4.99 for it. So and Goodwill terms um for plush, because you can typically find them for $2.99, $1.99, sometimes 99 cents. So he was $4.99. He intrigued me. I didn't really know what he was, but he's a pig. He's a king pig. But he had his original tags, and he's from this Technoblade, which apparently these are some YouTubers, gamer YouTubers. My son knew what it was, but um he sold for $45. So when you find this plush that's a little unusual, and he had his tag, he was very, very clean. U2s, I don't know, limited rare, and you can't buy them anymore. You can only buy them secondhand now. They don't sell them anymore. But sold for $45, and the buyer paid $8.70 shipping. So that was a fun and happy sale. Look at that little happy face. He's happy he's going to his new home. Next, I have another Mighty Morphin. Well, this is not Transformers. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Zord, Megazord. There he is. And he's from 1991, from Bandai, which should have been up here in the listing. Mark made this listing. Maybe Bandai wouldn't fit. I don't know, but he sold for $19.99. He's missing the tip of his tail. He should have had a tail there. And you can see that up missing the tip of his tail. And yeah, he sold for $19.99. Buyer paid $5.50 shipping. Next, we have the other set. I had sold one of these last week, and the other one sold this week for the Vintage Indiana University, the Shenango China Restaurant Ware coffee mug, cup, and saucer. Um, Indiana University sold for $26.50. There's a Shenango on the bottom, and the buyer paid $9.25 shipping. El Toro of Love. That's what he says when you push his foot, and I know that because I have him. I love mine, and I look for these Hallmark plush that are seasonal and they say different things. This one's El Toro of Love. His battery compartment is clean, and he gets spicy. You push his little foot and he talks, but I love mine. And this one sold for $20 with free shipping. He did ship first class. He's just a fun little novelty thing. But I love these things. I get them for myself. But I saw him and I thought somebody else might want him to make their lives a little bit happier too. Because he makes my life happy. And next we have now these are sold. The buyer has not paid for them yet, but hopefully they will by the time this video goes up. I've had that happen a couple times this week where the buyer had bought something. It's actually happened to me twice and then I never paid for it. eBay will send you your insertion fees if you have any back, and they will relist it for you for free, but that's kind of a bummer when you think something's sold and then they never paid for it. But it is just the risk we take sometimes. But 1995 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Deluxe Ninja Megazord Arm Blue Wolf Zord, whatever those words mean. But they sold for $18. There's his little dog or his wolf. He had a little bit of chew marks there on his tail, which is an important thing to point out. You'll receive both. The chest plate is missing right there on him, and the leg plate is missing. Right there, the leg plate on Zord, and he's got those little chew marks. Sold for $18, and the buyer paid $5.80 shipping. And now we're here on this screen. So this is what I made this week, basically, from February 2nd to February 9th. My total sales were $677 this week and 87 cents. I was up 4.3% from the last time period. I had no fees because I stayed under my store listing. I didn't list any more than what I could. But these were my taxes. I'm sorry, I always forget that. And then selling costs. So this is your includes all your fees, your taxes, your shipping, any of your promoted listing fees. So eBay took $238.28, which leaves me with my net sales of $391.85. I'm a part-time eBay seller, so I'm happy with these numbers. It's up 8.9%, which is great. I sold 26 items. I did $26.07 was my average sale price, which is also up. Did no auctions, and everything that I sold via fixed price was the $677.86. So I'm happy with this week, and that's what sold for me.
Okay, so that's the eBay stuff. So now we're going to go over here to these shelves and we're going to pick 10 things. First of all, before we do, let me just say that I know that these vlog videos are long. They are. They're long. They probably are longer than what they need to be, but I'm trying to fit in a lot of stuff in this one video, so it is what it is. But let's pick out 10 things. And I'm honestly a little bit nervous because this Sunday night is also some game, some foosball game. I don't know. I don't really do follow any sports, but apparently the Super Bowl is this Sunday. So my husband was like, well, do you think you should maybe not like bring the best stuff to Sunday night? And I said, it's Sunday night. We bring the best stuff to Sunday night. So I'm going to pick some stuff. I'm going to pick the stuff and you're going to be with me. So let's turn the camera around and let's pick 10 things that we're going to sell this Sunday 8 o'clock Eastern on the Cult of Vintage YouTube channel for 4-8 Vintage. So let's turn the camera around. And what are we going to do? What shall we do? Well, I think we should sell some Viking. Yeah. How about we sell this blue Viking fairy lamp? Oh, let's do that. Okay. The bad thing about Sunday night sale for me is that I have to wrap all this stuff up and take it home, and because I do my sales at home. And you know, it's more steps I have to do. I have these other pieces of Viking Ballonique here too. I've got this compote, but maybe we'll bring this blue Viking and the smoke. I've got the smoke Viking and the smoke glass compote. Yeah, we're going to take that. That's not going to be fun to pack up to take home, but we're going to do it. So should we do the... We've got this cute little greeny jadeite. We've got some red Viking. Ooh, this is really pretty. This purple swirl. And it's got all of those like kind of swirly, tutti fruity colors there on the bottom of it. So we're gonna bring some glass. We'll have to bring some kitsch too, you know. We got to do some kitsch, but we're gonna bring some glass. I also have this blue. I don't know if you're Viking or if you're Blenko. Oh, you know what? You're Viking. There you are. So let's bring this. We'll bring this one instead of the blue compote. All right. Now, what else shall we bring? We got really fun fish over there. I've got this pink depression glass, little kind of a diamond point thing there. I do have these blue Viking. I don't want to wrap all those up to take home. We'll sell those maybe in next week's live sale. Got some dogs down here. We've got a panther. Let's go over here on this side and look. We could do the black panther. I also have this. Look at that. I think we'll do the octopus. Let's do the octopus. And I also have, should we do a little critter? There's some bluebirds up there. We've got this little yellow bird. And a little that's a fat clear bird. What if we've got a little cat here. We've got a poodle decanter. Got a clear glass owl. Bunnies. I'm saving those for Easter. We have some Wade Whimsies. This guy. You know what? We should bring this guy. He is an ashtray. So you put your cigarette in his mouth and the smoke comes out of his nose. Sometimes their ears, but I don't think he has the holes in his ears. But so we're going to bring these two things. So what does that give us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 4 more items. Let's see. We got some Rimple. I got the Rimple duck and the dog and the lamb. We could take all 3 of these and do choice. Or just 2 of them and do choice. We could do the dog and the duck and save the lamb for Easter. Yeah, let's do that. The figural dog and the duck will save the lamb for Easter. So now we need 3 more things. Oh, I know what I want to do. Look at these salt and pepper shakers. They got little babies. They got little babies. So we're going to do these. These are nice too. with the little luster base, and it's got the little yellow bird with the blue and white flowers. Those are cute. Some of these I'm thinking, I'm like, some things I kind of am saving for a Easter sale. That's what I was trying to say. All right, we've got some flower frogs. Got this cool spoon rest too that I love. Cat planter, dog planter. We only need 2 more things, but I kind of want to bring a little, I want to bring some fun little kitschy things. How about we bring the cow cream and sugar. The little purple cow cream and sugar. This one though does have a repair on her little horn. Michael just sold these, a very similar set on Wednesday. We need 1 more thing. Let's do, what shall we do? What shall we do? What? Should we do this guy? The only bad thing is wrapping up all these little things just to take them home and then wrapping them back up to bring them. But we'll do this little creepy guy decanter. Okay, so I'll put him in the back. So we're going to do, he is a decanter. These are the little shot glasses. And you pour, he is the pitcher. See? You take his head off. Put your alcohol in there. And then you pour out of him. That's kitschy and fun. So we'll do that. All right, so we picked our things for Sunday. It's a lot of small things that I'll have to wrap up to take home, but that's okay. That's okay. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. It's going to be pretty long, I know. And I'm still very nervous about showing you how I list things on eBay. I'm confident in the way that I do it, but like I said, it may not be like the end all be all way of doing it. So just know that it's just the way that I do it, and it works for me. Thank you so much for following along. I hope that you always get a little some kind of help and maybe inspiration to just think, you know, I can sell these common things on eBay and it's okay. And if you list consistently and you have a lot of things, all the little things will add up. Just be consistent with it and don't give up. You can do this. You just have to start. You just got to take that leap and start small. Just start with some things around your house or some things that you may already have. Maybe you've got sealed puzzles just laying around that you'll never get to. Go ahead and sell them. Give it a try. You've got nothing to lose, only lessons to gain and extra money to make. So just give it a try. But thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me during these little vlogs. I always look forward to doing them, and I never have anything planned. I wake up in the morning and I just go with it, and that's what we did today. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure that you give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Leaving a comment is a very helpful way for a content creator. Just saying hi or good morning, it does help with the algorithm in YouTube. So if you could leave a comment and hit the thumbs up, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. I do have live sales every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern on the Cult of Vintage YouTube channel, and on my own channel every Tuesday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. Come and join us and hang out with us and have fun. You don't have to buy things. I mean, the whole point of me having a sale is to sell things, but just come and hang out and have fun and be a part of this really fun, loving community. So just come and join us. You'll have a good time. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Red hot mama, you're the one we need. Red hot mama, some charmer, yes indeed. You say that I should be in the follies, hot tamales. Say that I got a pair of eyes just like old Svengali. I confess that I possess the sweetest charms in town.